Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday to all. Start of a new work week. We are getting ready to do the 2021 Topps Archives 2 case 20 box that ended last night on eBay. We are 100% paid for, so I do appreciate that. Just a quick announcement of what's coming up or what is on the horizon. So tonight we do have a um, team break, one jumbo box Topps update, team break ending tonight. Also another and breaking tomorrow. One ending tomorrow, breaking Wednesday, and then on Wednesday we have our third and final case of update ending breaking on Thursday. Also, we do have a Topps Triple Threads 18 box or a one master case ending on Wednesday, breaking on Thursday. So that will be a lot of fun on that one. Just to keep an eye out or let you all know. So there's a lot of misposting out there. If it listed is a actual case of triple threads is 18 boxes. There is two inner cases um, of 9 boxes inside the master case. So just if you're looking at the odds, because there is a case odds of a 1 of 1 and then a multiplayer relic card, that is the guaranteed case hits. That is on the master, not on the inner case. So, and then next week on Sunday we will be having another two case archives. That will be the last of our archives for this year. And then going into next week will be some Stadium Club Chrome. So without further ado, let's open this up and kind of go over some of the ground rules for us, for those of you that are new. Of course, all rookie cards get sleeved during the time of sorting. We do a recap at the end of each case, so we'll have case number 1 on one video, case number 2 on a separate video. So we'll take a little intermission and then and then switch. All autos and then top loaders and any variations will be sleeved and part of our recap at the end. So we do a recap at the end of each video. So if you don't want to listen to me for an hour and a half per case, you can just skip on along. Um, so that's about that. One thing I do ask with archives, um, and we don't have no video going here. That is interesting. Little technical difficulties here. I know my voice is going. Let me see if I can do one thing. All right. How about now? Looks like we may be up and going again. Interesting. We did actually, before we started tonight, we actually did have one of our lights fall down behind us. So do apologize about that. But looks like we did lose a camera momentarily, so I might have bumped it leaning up against it. So, but yeah, kind of ironic. We did have a light fall down right before we came on and kind of crashed. But as I was saying, so the one thing on archives, there are quite a few variations. They are not tilt or upside down. So if you happen to see one of those, please don't hesitate to call that out. As for the variations on the, we should get a couple emblem variations per case, and then the other ones are more of a case in about 3 or 4 boxes odds. So without further ado, do apologize about the mishap. So again, the mini posters was its own spot. How we will do the insert cards that were that way is they will be to the players. The base cards will be put into the players as evenly as we possibly can. But the mini posters are going to be, or that was its own spot. So I am going to dial in one thing and a little, there we go. All right, let's roll. Sorry about the issues, but again, so this year, of course, we have the 60 or 57, 62, 73, 83, 91, 2001, 11 on the archives. Of course, the 2091 preview. We did open some of personal. Of course, this kind of packaging is at times overly difficult to open. So again, also all inserts do get sleeved also. And there we go, Frank Viola on the fan favorites first auto out of the gate. Of course, the parallels are pretty easier to spot. They are a foil version. It's the 57 tops that is the more difficult just because it's a little bit of foil. So that is a regular fan favorite. Of course, there is the fan favorite premiums that they start at 50 on the base. So Black Aces insert. Again, all cards do ship. As I said at the beginning, we will the multiplayer will be split as evenly as possible. So the fun part about archives is the mix of retired Hall of Famers and current players. Peel insert, Francisco Lindor. It seems like that's been what we experienced already. Is about every other pack is the Impossible Glue. So the emblem variation is in the corner, it's the 70th year logo, except with the 1 year, it is the has a different team name. So so again, same thing with Heritage. Heritage comes in the different style of pack. The big three inserts. 2 autos per box, and it's been running about 2, possibly 3. There's our first parallel, Zach Greinke. That one is number 225, which I believe is the blue foil. Don't really see a whole lot of blue, but that is what they say, so that's what we have to believe. And there we go. So Alex Bohm on the, or I guess that is the bazooka insert. I guess the bazookas we did, yeah, the bazookas automatically have that. So the draft picks are 1 in 24, so one per box. After doing our Heritage Miners, my thumbs are already a little. Yeah, Alex Bohm on the peel off insert. I like that, Ryan. Lake Street Bombers insert. And there we go. Julio Franco on the second auto. This one should be numbered to 150. Clearly a just a little white showing in the bottom and on the top. Just a heads up on that. But the nice thing about seeing archives, 117 of 150, just seeing some older players brings back to when I was a kid. They are on card, which is also cool. So Alex Kurloff on the insert. Again, I know it's a little frustrating at times watching me fight with packs, but I guess that is tops. Andrew Vaughn on the bazooka insert. It's kind of like Stadium Club, regular Stadium Club, the fighting with the sticking or cards sticking together. So this is the case or the box hit. It's a draft pick or the draft pick Madrigal. These are 1 in 24, so one per box. Fernando Tatis. Pache on the Shining Star. Yep, it's definitely about every other pack, so. And Slam Diego. Again, these are the cards that they will be split up randomly to, or if we can get them to the players that are listed. It would have made for a pretty long, interesting day if we would randomize every single one of those. So Kalenic on the peel insert. And whoops, thought that was a. I'd like to see the variation that has the father and son pictured on it. I believe it's the 83 tops. This would be pretty cool. Trevor Rogers. third place on the Rookie of the Year. Hey, that was 2 packs in a row. Easy to get into. And there's the Ryan Mountcastle on the Shining Stars. So that was the end of box number 1. Only one parallel, so may have missed that, but this, with it being a player break, obviously will be found during sorting. A big red machine. Again, still a little wondering why we lost the camera, so. Murderer's Row. Bryce Harper on the insert. And Mike Cameron on the fan favorites auto. Thing I've noticed is a lot of the retired people, their autographs are nice. A lot nicer, use a lot of the card. Base auto. So far we are all on retired. Like Father, Like Son. Dates us all when we watch their kids playing. Conversation with my wife and I last night while we were sorting. So that may be. Yeah, so there we go. That is the that's an emblem swap. So the code on the back is the all else fails method. So this one is a 298. Anthony Rendon on the top 70 logo. So the emblems, emblem variations are, I believe they're like 1 in 115. So that's a couple a case. Bobby Dahlbach on the Shining Stars. The other ones are 300 packs or so and up, which wouldn't even be a case. So the big three. Mookie on the insert. It looks like a parallel coming up. Lorenzo Cain. That one is 85 of 150. Nate Pearson on the Shining Star. And there's our second, Aramis Ramirez. Old Cubby. There's our second auto, so 2 base autos out of this pack. Or box. That'd be something, 1 pack with 2 autos. Base. And there's our David Peterson on the draft pick. And 1 per box on these. Dylan Carlson on the Bazooka, Shining Stars. Jazz on the Shining Stars. The Boys of Zimmer. Ryan Sandberg. Greg Maddux and Andre Dawson. Don Zimmer was the manager. And yep, Willie Mays on the insert, or the parallel. And that one is 52 of 125. Obviously green. Mike Trout. Last couple packs, box number 2. Again, do apologize about the technical difficulties at first, but the most important thing is it was figured out and fixed, and here we are. And Marquez on the Shining Stars. So there we go. Box number 2 out of the way. Box number 3. The big 3. Bobby Dahlbeck on the insert. And Bobby Jenks on the base auto. My oh my on the insert. Ryan Mountcastle Ooh, looks like a red hot foil or a Reds. I think that's going to be a hot foil. So Reggie Jackson. Definitely see that when you put the pack up. What the number is here. Yeah, so that one is the red hot foil, numbered 18 of 50 on that one. Whoops, thought that was a. It's weird looking at the 2091 future tops. They look like an insert, but they are just base. Nate Pearson on the Shining Star. The Boys of Summer. I think that's the second one of that one we've gotten. Bryce Harper. And Lou Gehrig on the green. Greens are numbered to 125, I think. 26 of 125. Big Red Machine. Goes the poster we got of that one. And Jose Mota. He was a spot, so no, he was a broadcaster. That one is a blue. That is pretty blue. Just thought maybe it'd be a darker blue, but that is the blue. Dylan Carlson on the bazooka. Mookie. And Sam Huff. So there's a one of the Sam Huff hits. Just got to find the one of ones for Ryan to set the Sam Huffs next to. Mike Trout. Like father, like son. So yeah, we're 3 boxes in. We're starting to dupe, so we should be able to have those get out to majority of the spots. I think some of them do have 6 or 8 people. Here's our parallel Christian Walker. Maybe a blue, a little bit of the blue around the edge. No, 24 or 25, the blues. Oh yeah, that's a blue foil, so must be still having one of those Mondays. Camera issues, now I can't even read. I can say triple threads will be a fun for somebody that is somewhat colorblind with all the different colors that they have. Sure, it'll be a little bit of comic relief on the colors. All right, Ryan, thank you for giving me a little bit of flexibility. Last pack here, box number 3, Juan Soto. Do appreciate the forgiveness there. Box 4. Here's the boys of Zimmer, Don Zimmer. Definitely brings back my childhood watching Maddox as a Cub. Andre Dawson went after Mark McGwire in 1987. McGwire was my favorite player at the time. Kurloff on the Shining Stars insert. And Tim Salmon. Funny thing about Salmon, we were talking about him on in Series 1 about if he would be somewhere in this year's product. Here he is, and we pull him even. The Killer Bees, Bagwell and Biggio. Just a heads up too, so like this one here, so that like that pack, but on the inner ones, some of the top corners, it looks like, but if it was from something else you would or not manufacturing, they'd be all kind of like that, but it seems like some of the inner cards, um, it's only the left, so it's almost like that's opposite of the way that they're going for opening too. So like this one here, the inside there, the third one back has a little bit of a nick on it, but let's look at those. Uncle Larry. Andrew McCutchen is Uncle Larry. That is actually, oh, that's $2.99. So that's an insert. Just we haven't seen one of those. A little bit tougher, harder to hit insert. Ke'Bryan Hayes, Shining Stars. Levi, where did you see that? The cane is pretty easy to spot. That is not a cane parallel. We did get a cane parallel earlier, but feel free though, if you saw a different one, I'll backtrack a little bit to find it. Say we did get our second was a cane. That was the rainbow parallel. Nice thing with the parallels is they are numbered on the back. Aaron Judge. Yep, there it is. Yep, good call. A little bit further down and look it. So good call out on that one. That's the silver color or the silver border. Kind of blends in with the base if you're just going through them. 53 of 99. Again, don't ever hesitate to call them out because, like I said, it's got a little bit more. Every other Topps product this year has been nice because they flipped them upside down, but swinging A's on this product, they are right side up. So yeah, but the nice thing, at least during sorting, that's when they are found, at least because they are numbered on the back. So we just got the blue. Now add a base for the Jose Mota. So at least that is the thankful side, as they are at least found during sorting. Ron, no Odor yet. Yeah, that's why I always say don't ever hesitate. I don't claim to be perfect and know it all. I do try to at least know a little bit of the product that we're, but when you guys have certain spots, you're kind of more focused on what that card looks like and a little bit easier to spot. I do go through them in a pace where you can see at least. So Crochet on the draft pick. And one per box on these. I know it doesn't help you now, Travis, but we did get a fielder on our last Topps our Topps player break. Man, what a break that was the other night. Um, definitely fun when as fun as it is to watch. It's a lot more fun when we're pulling stuff to break. Also, I've been on both sides of the seats on those dismal cases and Badoo. I would say hands down, without even a challenge, our last three case was our best that we've ever had at Topps in the last couple of years. So the family Pirates. Pache on the insert. Casey Mize, Shining Star. Last couple packs. Box number 4. Again, we will do a recap at the end. Looks like a foil. I wish they all would be rainbow foils. A lot easier to spot. Dave Winfield. That one. And that one is 7 of 150. And Dylan Carlson. It's the end of box 4. On to box number 5. And Slam Diego. That one is probably the best conditioned one we've seen so far. Maybe the Boys of Zimmer. The other ones have creases down in here. So again, that is its own spot. It is posted for next Sunday to end on its own spot also. Here we go. So we still are all no current players on the autos yet. And Podsednik keeping the trend going. Well, maybe we can pull you a parallel. Ooh, there we go. Looks like another hot red. And Dave Winfield. So, no, we just got the Dave Winfield rainbow. $13 of 50 on that one. Our second one that we doubled up on a parallel with. Jazz on the Bazooka. So those do have autos on those. Same with the peel offs. There is the draft pick auto also, so there is more than just the base. Obviously, it's going to be mostly the fan favorites, but always nice when we can run into one of the harder to hit. Alex Bohm, Shining Star. Murderer's Row, second one of that one. Again, if anybody wants to work out their hand grips, go buy a couple boxes of archives, open them up. Alex Bohm on the peel back. Must be different on how the glue on that style of pack. So it's a different style of pack. Heritage uses the same. Hellenic on the Bazooka. The Boys of Zimmer. Well, hopefully we find one. Ooh, there we go. Will Clark. Will the Thrill. Man, that ink looks like he just got done signing it. Actually pulled him in our, I think it was Top Series 2 this year. So just a heads up though, there is just a little bit of white showing on the bottom corner. Always try. So here is a Shining Star Bazooka auto. Was just talking about one of these. That one is numbered 128 of 150. The purple. So of course the darker, starting to see that too with the 91 tops. The green, I believe that's the 91. The third, they look pretty rough on some of them. Actually, I think that's the 2001. So I was on my hiatus from the hobby at that time. And Nate Pearson on the draft pick. Will be interesting on these. I like how they put the 140-year anniversary date on those future cards, but as we all know, it'll be interesting here in the next year and a half to see what happens with Topps on the acquisition. So Fernando Tatis on the insert. Jared Kalenic. Black Aces. That's one of them that, that's 2, 4, 6, 7 spots on that one. So it looks like another silver border. Matt Chapman. $21 of $99 on that one. These will be the toughest to find just because the only thing that will be is that little thing of white. So Mountcastle. And last pack, box number 5. Alex Kurloff. All right. On to box 6. And there's the Andrew McCutchen is Uncle Larry. Ronald Acuna. And Melvin Mora on the auto. No, you don't. It's all right to be that guy. We get asked all the time. We do a recap at the end, so just in case you do miss anything. Big three insert. If I'm mistaken, anybody else can refresh or correct me, but I do not. There we go. There's the variation. Barry Larkin on the variation. Again, we should get 2 of these per case of the emblem variation as the 70 year up top. The other ones are going to be a little bit harder to spot again, so anybody else sees those, don't hesitate to call them out. But Christian Pache not coming up or trying to be making excuses, but kind of impossible for. I believe the variation checklist is 100. So I think the nicest thing this year when we first opened our first pack, our first box of Series 1, that everything was flipped. Only thing that we did break some Series 1 retail this year, same with some Heritage, and those were the only ones that for some reason was not. So Lake Street Bombers, those were the only ones that were not flipped. So a little bit, we did hit an SSP in our one of our retail breaks. So Aaron Judge on the insert. And looks like a rainbow foil coming up. Colin Moran. $99 of 150. Alex Kurloff on the Shining Star. Slam Diego. Luzinski. An old. Chris Bryant. And Kurloff on the draft pick. Key Bryan on the Shining Stars. Casey Mize on the Shining Stars. The Killer Bees. And the green. It's kind of a cool with the green on that. A little bit different than your normal green. Tatis. A little bit different. 23 of 125 on that one. Dylan Carlson. Last couple packs, box number 6. And Jake Cronenworth on the Bazooka insert. On to box number 7. Kind of cool so far on some of the memory or walks down memory lane on the family poster. Walks down memory lane on our autos. Will Clark. Back to 1987 Topps. Of course, next year will be the celebration, or the silver packs will be 87. Badoo. Of course, like I always say, that kind of dates me, but that was when I was just getting into 86, 87. Vince Coleman 86 card. Chien Ming Wang. There we go. A very interesting auto there. Have a good dinner, Ryan. We will possibly see you later. If not, jump to the recaps. Jump ahead of the malfunction at the beginning of this one. Andrew McCutchen. It is the 3rd time we have had a camera error. The first time, actually, we blacked out for a while, so there is a mini Joe Carter. So we don't lose that in the shuffle. Christian Pache. case. The Swingin' A's. And looks like a rainbow foil. Trevor Rogers, that's a blue rookie parallel. Blue foil, should be numbered to 25, 22 of 25. Bobby Dahlbeck. Ryan Mountcastle. The Family insert. Just got that mini poster. And Mark Loretta on the purple. Got the Will Clark purple. Loretta purple. .48 of 150. Mookie Betts. Nate Pearson on the Shining Star. Joe Adell on the draft pick. Bryce Harper. Braylon Marquez on the Shining Stars. I was actually just want to comment that we've made a really good run of not having to use the knife. My, oh my. Coloring on that one. Juan Soto. Last couple packs. And last pack here, box 7. And Dylan Carlson on the Shining Star. Box number 8. And Black Aces again. Some of these are pretty creased or at least have rolls in them, so been a couple that have been pretty flat or no. That is because of just being thrown on there or laid on top, which we've seen this year. Because Series 2 just had the box toppers laying on top, Heritage. Jazz on the Shining Stars insert. And Hildebrand on the fan favorites. As always, Archives is living up to what it normally is. Chance to get autos of people we would have never dreamed of getting when we were younger. The Boys of Summer. Mike Trout. Insert. And looks like a rookie foil coming up. Skubal. $112 of $150 on that one. The Big Red Machine. Hellenic on these Shining Stars. And there we go. Bob Feller on the red. I actually like these color on how they have the color in there. This one's just a red, should be 75. 15 of 75 on that one. Lindor. Like father, like son. And Miguel Batista. Second auto. Alec Bohm. Jonathan India, your Rookie of the Year in the National League. Which I think he should have ran away with all first place votes. I think he got all but one. Alec Bohm. Ryan Mountcastle on the Shining Stars. The Big Three. Atlanta Braves. Alex Kirilloff. Andrew Vaughn. Last couple packs, box number 8. Again, we will do a recap at the end of box number 10. Take a little bit of about a 5-10 minute break and then on to case number 2 on a different video. Dale Murphy on the insert or parallel, the foil. That one is 140 of 150. Last pack. Fernando Tatis on the insert. Box number 9. There's the Killer Bees. Houston Astros. That one's in pretty amazing out of how some of them can be perfect like that, and then others are have some rolls. Christian Pache, the insert. Am Singer on the auto. I've been on a run of base autos. See if we can get a couple more color on the way out of this case. Lake Street Bombers. And another of the red hot foil. Dale Murphy. So just got hit. I think that's the Somebody else double up like that. 8 of 50 on that one. Casey Mize on the Shining Star. Bobby Dahlbeck. Should be Slam Diego. Yep, that one is pretty easy to notice with the pink. Ryan Mountcastle. Badu. Juan Soto. No, whenever it's a real easy one, the next one's not. Andrew McCutcheon. That was the picture of the short print. I think it was last year, Series 1. And there's a Stanton. Should be, yep. The silver. Again, I think those are my favorites so far. I'd like to see the red hot foil on one of those, or even the blue. 99 of 99. Shining Star, Dylan Carlson. Just making sure that's not a color. Mookie Betts. And that's the Astros, Killer Bees. That one and the Slam Diego is pretty easy to see. It's like a purple auto. There he is. That was requested. There he is. So Cecil Fielder. Just a heads up along the bottom there. A little bit of white in a couple different spots, but top and the sides look good. On the Bazooka Shining Star. Purple. 87 of 150. So 2 breaks in a row. We see Fielder. Saw Prince play a lot. He was actually played for the Beloit Snappers, which is not far up the road. Actually, funny or cool story is my son's first baseball game was at the Clinton Lumber Kings at the time. Was about 18 months old, and the night before I got the right fielder threw me the last ball, last out ball, and he asked me why I should get it, and I told him I was bringing my son to his first baseball game the next night. I think he probably thought I was just joking, but I did bring him, and was set my son on the wall waiting for him. I can't remember who that player was, but he came out of the dugout, and I saw him, and he remembered me, and he came over, and he actually took my son out onto the field, and when they were warming up, and Prince Fielder, um, Tony Gwynn Jr., Gallegos, a couple other ones were out there, and they all were rolling the ball and stuff, and they all signed his ball for him. So pretty cool story about Prince Fielder and all of them, because they definitely did not have to do that, and they did. So low A at the time. So yeah, Levi. I can say that chat hits do happen. They don't always happen, but they can happen. So Christian Pache, last box here of case number 1. We'll do a recap at the end of this one. Again, we do have a 1-case jumbo team break that is in. It's about 9:15 Central Time. That will be breaking tomorrow night. And there's another one, Herbeck. Yeah, Travis, and actually the ironic thing about that is we were originally on the home team or the Lumber Kings side, um, and not really one of them came up, but we did go to the Beloit side, and like I said, I can't remember the player that came out, but that's what it's really about. Of course, watching them out there, and you really realize how big Prince Fielder was at the time. So here comes our another of the red hot foil. I think that's our 4th one. So, and there we go. That's a nice one too. Shohei should be our MVP. Nice kind of color on color there. 32 of 50 on that one. So just a heads up earlier, so these here have a little bit of color there, and I did come across a Randy Johnson that just looked a little bit different. This was red, so I believe that was probably a Randy Johnson red, but I did have it setting aside, thought maybe something just didn't look right about it, and came across another one of his base, and I just put it in, and lo and behold, I think that's where the color is on that one. So There's the boys of Zimmer. Yeah, Ryan, that's that's a color match. That red hot foil. Ronald Acuna. Once we've seen a few of the color parallels on the different years of cards, they're a little bit easier to spot. Plus, it's about the fourth or the fifth or sixth card down that is the hit. It's in those, so it's like a green coming up. Ernie Banks. This takes me to pro debut this year. Four of 125. Black Aces. It's like a blue Paul LaDuca in the blue auto. So we didn't get a. Actually, we did get two more color when I asked to see if we could get a couple more. Got the purple Fielder, and now the blue LaDuca. 5 of 25 on that one. Andrew, just the base and some inserts. Don't think anything on the parallel side. He has a draft pick. I don't think we've seen him on that, but I could be wrong. Getting ready to coming up to the recap here after these few packs. Aaron Judge. Looks like our draft pick coming up. And there's a key Brian Hayes. Again, draft picks, one per box. These do also have autos. A bit harder to get since they do. The base are even numbered. And then they do have, I think it was a blue, which is 25. They only had 3 colors, if I'm not mistaken. But so those are obviously harder to come across. That is base. Dylan Carlson. Last few packs here of case number 1. Again, do apologize about a little bit of the technical difficulties at the start. Just glad that able to fix it. I will spend a minute on the break, just making sure there's nothing underneath. That looks like a red coming up. Or no, that is, yeah, or wait. That one is, yeah, that one is the, that one is the blue, actually. That's numbered to 25. So again, looking at this now, you kind of see where the color variations come in on these. And then when it's not a foil, it is just this. So I do believe there was a Randy Johnson. Again, any of the parallels that are missed, they will be spotted. 24 or 25 on that one in the sorting just because they are numbered. So try to catch what I can, but thanks to Levi earlier pointing out a gray that I missed. Last couple packs. All right, here we go. Chris Bryant on the last insert. So clear a few cards here. We'll do a recap. All right, we will start with the parallels. Oh no, actually, we'll start with the draft picks. Draft picks again, one per box. Ke'Bryan Hayes, Jeffers, India, Joe Adell, Kurloff, Pearson, Brochet, Sam Huff, Peterson, and Madrigal. And Madrigal in the Cubby uniform. I will do the parallels. So no particular order here. And again, like I said, if we did miss a couple of these, again, they will be spotted and top loaded during sorting. Just a little bit tough to spot everything. So Matt Olson, Ernie Banks. There's the Shohei Ohtani. Pretty nice looking card there. Stanton, Dale Murphy on the red hot foil and then the rainbow foil. Bob Feller on the red. Skubal. Trevor Rogers on the blue. Tatis on the green. Moran. Chapman on the gray. Dave Winfield on the red hot foil. And then, so that was the one that came from the same box. Kind of, what was the other that we had? The Dale Murphy came from the same too. So, might see if that is a trend. Lorenzo Cain, and then the Lorenzo Cain rainbow foil. Christian Walker blue. Lou Gehrig, Reggie Jackson, Willie Mays, and Zach Greinke. On the variations, so again, these are the easiest. These should be about 2 per case, but they are what they call the emblem variation. There is a couple other variations, but like I said, those are going to be a little bit tougher to spot. But the Anthony Rendon and the Barry Larkin. On the autos, starting with the base autos. So Herbeck, Hamsinger, Batista, Hillenbrand, Wang, Luzinski, Mora, Sednick, Mota, Salmon, Bobby Jenks, Aramis Ramirez, Mike Cameron, and Frank Viola. And then on the numbered, so we separate these. So we got purples, Cecil Fielder, Mark Loretta, Will Clark on the Shining Star Bazooka, Julio Franco, and then on the blue, Paul LaDuca and Jose Mota. So there we go. That is the end of case number 1. So it is right now 7:35. So we will start video number 2 at 7:45 Central Standard Time. So we will see you all soon.